Hello, Serene. Thanks for joining me in this Coffee of Bushiroad series. Yeah, I understand you have been with Bushiroad for like a couple of months now, at this time of shooting. Yeah, and you do marketing for Vanguard.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, we have prepared a little bit of snacks and coffee, tea, and some drinks for us. Yeah. So before we begin the interview, what would you like? Coffee, or tea, or just water for you?
Tea.
Tea?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, Serene. So you are the marketer for Vanguard. So maybe you could market to us. Just a bit of the kind of work that you do on a day-to-day routine.
Okay, I do. As a marketer, I mainly do the marketing materials. Then, so there's like you manage the stuff that goes on to social media, and then you do newsletters, and then you also liaise with other departments like the design team, the video team, to make sure that you get accompanying materials to put together. They go together to present to fans.
Okay.
Content. Yeah.
So you actually do have to communicate with a lot of different departments for your job as marketing.
Definitely.
Okay.
Because as marketing is not everything comes out of the marketer alone. So like say for example, the banners, definitely you need the design team, and then if there are video showcases, then there's a specialized team for that. So I think that's also one of the good parts of being a marketer, because you get to work with many people while wearing many hats. At the end, you get something nice to present to the fans and viewers. I think that's a nice end products that you can get out of marketing.
And then as the marketing in charge for Vanguard, which is one of our best selling titles, do you ever feel like the pressure to perform, as compared to, let's say, you were to handle something else? Would you feel like, I need to step up my game all the time because you're feeling all this pressure?
I would say half on this. It is natural to feel pressured to deliver more results as compared to other products. But at the same time, from a marketing standpoint, you have a lot of data to work with. So it's good that I'm thankful that I have more data and insights to look at and to see, okay, so from there, how can I improve, or what kind of new things I can present to everyone. Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand as marketing, you deal with quite a bit of sensitive information, especially information probably from Japan. But is there anything that you can share with us? That how were you able to use the data that you mentioned in order to do something like a marketing campaign?
Actually, for data, it can come in a variety. So say for example, you can use like sales statistics to look at how did each past product perform, and then for other initiatives, you can look at what kind of campaigns have been done before, how did they perform. They are not materials that spoon feed you answers, but it is something good for you to infer from and work something from there. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess as marketing, you actually have to work a lot on data as well.
Okay, at least for this industry, it is not entirely e-commerce based. So I would say the reliance on data is still there, just that I personally, in my opinion, it is not as much as, So like say for example, if you're an e-commerce based company, most likely even your sales, everything, it's all online, and those data you have to rely on more as compared to non-e-commerce platforms. Your data is separated and you need to piece them together and figure out something.
Actually, you raise a very good point, because our industry, they don't deal directly with digital goods or even ordering online on a website. Because if we do that, you can easily track all the data, and then we find out how we can improve our services to our players and customers directly from the data that we can gather. I guess there is a challenge in our industry, like how to get the data from physical goods.
Yeah, it can be said that way.
I understand you held a previous job prior to joining Bushiroad as a marketing position as well. Are there any main differences between that and this one?
My previous company mainly dealt with e-commerce, and unlike in Bushiroad, which is more of a brick-and-mortar business model, so I mean, as a marketer, definitely it is something that I will adapt to and work out and see what kind of marketing strategies that I can execute to make sure that it is suitable and appropriate.
So what made you think of joining the marketing industry? Because you held your previous job as marketing, now you're marketing as well. And I guess you believe you are on the right track, or at least the right career path. So what made you decide to join the marketing industry?
I would say marketing has been something that interests me for a long time already. And I can safely say that the marketing industry is one of the industries that can handle my wild imagination.
By wild imagination, you mean like you come up with a lot of creative ways to do like different marketing campaigns, whole different, I don't know, promotions or something like this. Could you define like what a few instances where your imaginations actually help you with your career?
In this sense, I would say it is easier when ideas come to you pretty easily. Of course, not all are usable. I mean, they can be just really random ideas, but who knows? I mean, one day they can be useful. And I mean, of course, I try not to limit myself to certain methods of delivery and the kind of content that I can present. But of course, I mean, there are many factors into play here. So, I mean, I can be creative for all I want, but I still have to conform to the rules and standards set by the company as well.
Oh, definitely. So I suppose how one would imagine it is like the company guideline kind of like draws the boundaries, and then as long as you're within that boundaries, you're free to run wild, in that boundary.
Yeah, it can be said that way.
And I do agree that I think the marketing industry is a bit less strict and rigid regarding how far you can take your certain projects to.
Like, it doesn't restrict too much on how you can do a certain thing. Yeah. So I think that is one aspect that I like about the marketing industry.
And then why Bushiroad? Like, what made you think of joining like Bushiroad as a marketing?
I would say Bushiroad to me is it plays a big part in my life, even before joining the company. Okay. Because I've been playing Bushiroad's games way before, just many years before joining the company. So, of course, when I got to know about this opportunity, I was like, ooh, why not?
What were the Bushiroad games that you played before you joined?
Love Life, School Idol Festival, and Bang Dream. So that mobile games.
So those are the two main Bushiroad games that you play before you actually decided to join Bushiroad.
Yeah. At some point, I played the Symphogear game as well, but that's only in Japanese. Yeah. Then I realized I have too many games to handle and decided to filter a bit. At some point, I would say I'm quite crazy about it.
Okay.
I can safely say that Bushiroad can be my national anthem.
Wow.
Because when you start the game and then Bushiroad, and so it's something that you hear every day, multiple times a day.
Wow, that's impressive.
Vanguard is it's something that I have seen people play, but I have not tried it myself. But ever since I have started on this role, I developed more interest into the card game, and I actually called up a few friends to pick up the game.
Also, you actually had friends who were playing Vanguard.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
They don't only play Vanguard, they play Wise as well.
Wise.
But of course, that's a lot to digest.
Okay.
In a day of Crash Course. So slowly got to sync to the new play style, and yeah, I'm doing my best.
Do you learn Japanese, because of work, or do you learn out of a hobby thing?
I started learning Japanese roughly 7 to 8 years ago, purely because of interest. Just that I think right now I can count myself lucky that I'm working in a Japanese company because I get lots of practice at work.
Okay, so actually you started learning a new ability, a new language out of purely interest, and now you're able to actually implement that, or in fact you managed to find a job precisely because you learned that.
I would say it's a bonus. It's a bonus skill to have because not only just work when we are communicating with any Japanese, it just makes things easier.
I guess it's kind of cool to actually be able to use something that you actually like and love, and kind of make money out of it. I suppose that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we say that way?
Yeah, you never know, because I don't think you actually thought of, I'm going to find a job 5-10 years later that deals with Japanese. You just learn it because you really liked the culture and the language. You learn it, and then 7-8 years later you actually found it to be very, very useful. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's cool. Yeah. I suppose that would give people out there who might be thinking of learning a language some kind of motivation. Yeah. So what kind of advice would you actually give to someone who might be thinking of joining the marketing industry?
I would say my advice not only applies to the marketing industry, because when it comes down to the field or the industry that you want to work in, the most important thing that you should have is interest and passion. Otherwise, it's not going to work as well as when you have it. Of course, don't forget to have fun while you're at it.
I guess you can do anything you might not have interest in, but why force yourself? So if you do something that you're interested in, it makes life more fun. Okay, Serene, thank you so much for joining me today.
You.
Thank you so much. All right.